Que tengo malas noticias, mamá.
¿Qué pasa? Oh my God. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Elf?
Es lo que estábamos buscando.
I'm really excited for today's video, you guys, because I am going to be trying on, swatching, and comparing this new launch from e.l.f., their Halo Glow Beauty Wands, which they appear to be going after the Charlotte Tilbury wands. But are they really a dupe? I have the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and then I have highlighter, and I have one of their blushes. Each one of these wands is $42. Let's do the math here. If you want to buy the full-size wands, one of each, one highlighter, one contour, and one blush, that'll come out to a whopping $126. Versus if these new beauty wands come really close to the originals, getting all three would cost only $27. That is a $99 difference. Pretty big difference if you ask me. So if these ones are remotely close to the Charlotte Tilbury ones, it's a great option. This is what the packaging looks like, and it brings 0.33 fluid ounces of product versus 0.40 fluid ounces. It has a sponge tip applicator, much smaller than the Charlotte Tilbury. Now let's do some swatches, shall we, and compare what this contour looks like. Now this is in the shade light medium, and they do have a variety of shades. Okay, so the Charlotte Tilbury one is darker, but I bet you that once you blend them out, they might look very similar to each other. So let's do that, let's blend them out. Looking at the swatches, there is a slight difference. This one is more, it's more of a true brown, and this one from e.l.f. looks slightly more golden. Moving on to the blushes, I have the CT one in Pinkgasm and the e.l.f. one in Candle Lit. We're gonna be swatching the e.l.f. one first. So this is Candle Lit. And here we have both swatches. They're not dupes shade-wise, obviously, but the e.l.f. one does come in several shades, and I believe the one called Rosé You Slay is the one that is very similar in color to Pinkgasm. Finish-wise, they look very similar. Now that they're blended out, I do see slightly more glow coming from the e.l.f. one, but you get a very, very similar effect. I turned down the light so that we can see these highlighters better. This, the e.l.f. one, I have it in Rose Quartz, and the Charlotte Tilbury, I have it in the shade Spotlight. Obviously, these are not dupes shade-wise, but let's blend them out and see what they look like. Okay, this is very interesting. Here you have the two swatches, and I am seeing the slightest teeny bit of glitter on the e.l.f. one, whereas on the Charlotte Tilbury side, I'm only seeing a pearlized finish. There's zero glitter here. But yeah, I am seeing very tiny particles of glitter, but I am seeing glitter on this side. I'm hoping that the camera is able to capture that. I'm gonna be doing the e.l.f. side here on my right side, starting with the contour. Blending it out with a clean brush. It blends beautifully, very easy. I do feel that the color is more of a contour color, not a bronzer one, because it does have some grayish to it. Funny, because compared to the Charlotte Tilbury swatch, this looked a little bit more golden. But now that I'm seeing it on the skin, I would say that this is that it has a coolness to it. So it is indeed more of a contour shade, but that doesn't mean that you have to use contour and then bronzer. You can just use this to give some color to your face and some shaping, some sculpting, and we do the same thing on the other side. Let me tell you, I'm not a fan of this packaging because these sponges, it gets really messy. Once you put the cap back on, the product gets on the inside of the cap, and it's just a messy situation. And I've been loving wearing headbands. You might ask why? Why do you like wearing headbands? Well, because I don't have to be too careful about styling my hair. Not careful, but it just makes it quicker. I don't have to worry about styling the bangs and all of that. So it's just convenience. It's a convenience thing for me. Okay, so what do you think? I think they look almost identical. Yeah, I think they look pretty much the same. I would definitely go with this one for $9 versus the Charlotte Tilbury one. Now we're gonna try out the blush, and I'll put quite a bit of product in there because this color is pretty light compared to Pinkgasm. This is not a product that I would use often because it's so beamy. It's very metallic, it has a pearlescence to it, and it's just too much. I don't really like it. I'd rather have a matte blush and then put highlighter over that. You know, I'm pleasantly surprised because this is the lightest color, and I'm seeing it. I am seeing it on my skin. I'm gonna put a little bit more. The shade is very pretty. Now let's go ahead and try Pinkgasm. I thought it was gonna be a lot darker or more pigmented, more saturated than Candlelit, but I am not seeing a drastic difference. I mean, yeah, it is definitely more pigmented, more intense. I think shade-wise, I think I prefer Candlelit. So what do you think? Which one do you like better? And do you think the finish looks similar? To me, it looks identical, the finish. And now I'm gonna try on the highlighter. Again, this one from e.l.f. I have it in the shade Rose Quartz. And this is the one where I saw the little tiny specks of glitter. I'm very curious to see if I'll be able to see those glitter particles on my cheek, because that would be a deal breaker for me because I don't like glitter on my highlighters. There's an occasion for everything. Like if I'm going out to, I don't know, a party or whatever, then glitter. You know, glitter does have its place, and it is fun to wear it in the evening, let's say, to a party. I'm not seeing the glitter. I am not seeing the glitter, which is fantastic. Now I'm super glowy. Now let's do the other side. Identical.
It's about to rain, but I wanted to get some outside footage to see how different they look. So this is e.l.f. Charlotte Tilbury.
These are officially dupes. I cannot believe it. How does e.l.f. do it? How can they make a $9 product when somebody else sells it for $42? Oh my God, I cannot believe it. This is officially a dupe. Oh my God, you can get the same effect with the e.l.f. wand. So if you haven't been able to justify spending $42 for the Charlotte Tilbury, well, now you have this incredible alternative. And if you already have these wands, well, that's great. Am I gonna pick any more of these up? Honestly, not any more of the blush ones, because like I was saying, I really don't like a very metallic-y looking blush. The contour, I don't need another shade. This one looks great. And as for the highlight, I'm good with Rose Quartz. Honestly, I actually know there is one that is more bronzy. Yes, I do want to pick up the highlight. Let's see if they have the shade that I had in mind. Yes, okay. Oh, liquid gold. This is the one that I would want to pick up. I have Rose Quartz right now, and liquid gold is in stock. Awesome. Let me look at the swatches. Yeah, I want to pick up the liquid gold one. And if you're wondering what I have going on my eyes, I'm using the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette, and I used this, the darker cream, as my base, and then I gave the crease some shape with this shade, and used the lightest one to blend the edges, and then I added this shimmer, this glitter on top. Then I did some brown liner, which I smudged, and then some black liner just in the outer corners, also smudged, and that's it. Anyway, I'm so excited about this new launch, you guys. Amazing.
Entonces no hay.
No.
Creo que se agotaron.